Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three news stories for you. Firstly, viewers, Eritrea and Eritrean diaspora opposition group has hired a former US congressman as a lobbyist to protect the interests of this Eritrean opposition group based in the US. It's very interesting because generally, the Eritrean opposition groups are already in contact with the US State Department. US State Department backs them, funds them in some cases against Eritrean government. US government wants regime change in Eritrea. It has been mobilizing these groups. It could not bring about a regime change in Eritrea. What is the name of this group? Why did it hire a former US congressman? Secondly, Orthodox Church of Ethiopia has announced a 7-day special prayer and fasting period for monks, nuns, officials of the church. Why? The church is saying that people cannot go out, no peace. Lastly, viewers, Human Rights Commission of Ethiopia has released a statement about the students kidnapped by an armed group in the Oromia region of Ethiopia, about which controversy goes on. The government says majority released, families disagree. What is Commission saying about the abducted students? Firstly, viewers, Eritrean opposition groups based in US are backed by US. US State Department hold meetings. US State Department sometimes funds them as well. US has been backing these groups against Eritrean government. US wants a regime change in Eritrea. It could never implement its plan of regime change, but it has been backing, it is set to back all these Eritrean DAS opposition groups. Problem is that there are so many opposition groups that there is no unity among them. There is no one leader in Eritrean diaspora who could lead all opposition groups. So some groups have been formed along ethnic lines, others have been formed like Brigade Hamido with the particular target of stopping diaspora government programs in Europe, America. So there is no unity of purpose, unity of command to in Eritrean opposition. That is why maybe opposition could never register a huge impact and could not force Eritrean government to review its way of ruling the people. An Eritrean diaspora organization, according to a news source, has hired a former US congressman as his representative, as a lobbyist. Lobbying is legal in the US, you know, that countries, organizations, they hire lobbying firms, they hire former lawmakers who then advance the interests of those countries, organizations. It's legal there. Name of this organization, diaspora organization, is NRCE, National Representative Council of Eritrea. It calls itself Eritrean Government in Exile. Gabre Bahadurai is the chairman of this opposition group. This opposition group has hired a former US congressman, Democrat, whose name is Jim Moran, for 5,000 US dollars, 2 lobbying contracts. This NRCE group wants Jim Moran to plan and organize and facilitate meetings between this group, NRCE, and US government officials. So, small Eritrean DASP organizations are also hiring lobbying firms, lobbyists in the US to advance their interests. Why? Because they want to be close to your State Department. Your State Department will fund them, will support them, will help them in their fight against Eritrean government. They want to change Eritrea. This man, Gebre Bahadurai, is based in Georgia, US, reportedly. He is involved in real estate business as well, so he's earning uh, good money. That is why he has hired former US congressman, reportedly. It has been revealed by a news source, an African news source. Secondly, viewers, Orthodox Church of Ethiopia, EOTC, has issued a statement. It has issued a 7-day prayer and fasting program for Orthodox Church monks and nuns. It has asked all the monasteries to organize special prayers for 7 days, and it has asked all monks and nuns to fast. There are no health issues in this 7-day period, which will start on the 29th of July. From the 29th of July till the 4th of August. In 7 days, special prayer programs organized. Monks and nuns will fast. People, the followers of the church, have been told they should not unnecessarily disturb monks and nuns and officials of the church. Why has this special prayer program been announced by the church? The church says that people cannot go out of their homes, or they cannot return to their homes safely. There is serious issue of lack of peace in the country. That is why this special program has been organized, has been announced to seek forgiveness from God, to pray for peace, to pray for security. So the church is acknowledging the gravity of the situation, that in Ethiopia, security situation is deteriorating. People are not safe when they travel, and sometimes even traveling is not safe. Anytime they can be targeted. People being abducted, kidnapping for ransom, roadside attacks. That is why church announced this special prayer program. Lastly, viewers, Human Rights Commission of Ethiopia is disagreeing with the Oromia government's claim that 160 out of 167 students have been released. Students were kidnapped by an armed group around a week ago in Gebre Guracha. They're from Debark University. Families say their loved ones did not return. They have not been released. Rather, some families have paid ransom. After paying the ransom, their kids, their sons and daughters were released. The commission says only a handful students been released. Majority is still in the custody of the armed. The question is, why did Hailu Adogna, Oromia regional government spokesperson, tell a lie? The issue was being highlighted on international level. US embassies spoke. International media was covering it to cover up everything. Oromia government spokesperson told a lie. But it's becoming difficult to cover this lie because everyone is reporting. Channels are reporting. Families are speaking. They're saying, no, they're paying ransom. And still, abductees did not return. So where is Oromia regional government? How many were released? Where are the released people? How were they released? Thank you for watching.